The only problem is this floor is extremely slippery with the current rain. So it's better that I stop talking or photographing and concentrate on the steps, otherwise I'm going to slip and fall. Okay, so we were supposed to get our e-bikes this morning, but what has happened is there was, I think it's completely lost in translation. They have not got our e-bikes. So in fact we had a 1 hour discussion with the owner of the hotel that he is going to guide us. Since we are vloggers, nothing has happened. The guy who's supposed to do the free bike tour is here, and so what we are doing is we are just going down there and we are just hiring our bikes. Since these bikes are easily available, so we are just simply hiring it out. It's not an issue. Let's hope for the other guys to join in, and then we can start the trip. Yeah. We have 3 more person out here, and he's going to guide it. Okay, the bike ride starts and we are going to move now. I'm not so sure how long the battery will last. Hopefully for a long time. Confusing driving on the different side of the road, but still.
I start my presentation organization.
Yeah.
Okay. This in Myanmar we have a lot of religious monuments. I think you already saw a lot of religious monuments. So we have 5 different kinds of religious monuments in Myanmar. So have you been in Yangon? Yangon. How about Shuidabo? The golden one. Yeah. So like that religious monument, this is solid structure. We call stupa. Stupa. Another one is that religious monument. This religious monument, this is we call temple. Temple. In the stupa, there is no interior space. We just climb up into the stupa, solid structure. Temple is not like this. The evolution of the temple is right from the Hindu temple. It's from India.
Yeah.
So the second one is temple. The third one is monastery for the monk. Another one is cave. Okay, why we use cave? In those days, we want to make meditation. Even we can make meditation in here, but we can get a good concentration. So make cave. It was built in 1218. Sorry, I just later caution. It's cool. So it was built in 1218. One of the king we call King Nadaumya. Okay, it's very confused for you, the king name, because you're not familiar. Okay, I just say the date and year and century, right? Okay. Okay. The story of this temple is before 1218, in Bagan, it's one big royal family. They live together, 1 king and 5 consorts. So the king, he left so much the younger consort. So he gave promise. What do you want from me? Okay, if you want to get someone, just someone, so you can request from me. But that consort said, it's not now, it's not the time, but keep your promise, and I will request in 1 day. In 1 day, the consort gave birth, the prince, son. That son is very, very handsome and very smart. He had a lot of problem of the country, and also he suffered with his money, with the old people. So I really like that young prince. So when the prince aged about 20 years old, so his mother, do you remember, the youngest consort, she reminded to the king, do you remember your promise? Of course I remember what you want. I want to see myself as a king coach. The king was so confused because he had a lot of prince. But he loved so much that youngest prince as well. So that's why he drew very big sun on the ground and he called all of his sons. And he said, okay, please sit down in a cycle shape. The king is stand in the center of that cycle holding the long umbrella. And he said, now, unless that umbrella, if umbrella falls down to your direction, you can become a king. Or your direction, you can become a king. And after that, that umbrella felt the youngest prince. So the youngest prince became a king. And also the donor of this temple is that younger prince. So the temple name is in Myanmar, Tilo Milo. Translated in English is King Want Umbrella Want. King Want Umbrella Want Temple. This is the Buddhist religious monument, but we can see a lot of Hindu influence. I'll explain later. But this is 800 years old mirror paintings. Now the colors fade away because the light system is very strong. And here 800 years old in inscriptions. And do you know what it is?
Yeah, India we know.
No, what is it?
This we call in Myanmar horoscope.
Horoscope.
Yes.
We call it in Kushti, we say.
Kushti, yeah. You know, a lot of our culture, about 60 or 70% are influenced from India. Because our religious, our culture, architecture techniques based in northern India. How do you think? How about the appearance?
Yeah, it's different.
It's totally different, this one.
Yes, quite different, right?
Yeah,
So, you know, full donation. The face of the statue, but not like that in the other side. It's just one entrance. That temple style is copied from Hindu temple. No central pillar. Okay. Under this first light, but we can see very clear the face of the statue, right? So that means in those days we have no electricity. So they use and also they understood already about the lighting system. Even at the midnight you can see
So this is one of the best temples that you can see in Bagan. The architectural style is very Indian, as for the guide.
like this one. Follow me.
Lots of shops, typical temple, selling lots of wood. So this is the inside of the temple. It very much looks like a Indian Hindu temple because obviously the influence as per the historical writings were from India. The builders and the planners, they came from India to get this temple done. This is beautiful. This really looks gorgeous. The only problem is this floor is extremely slippery with the current rain. So it's better that I stop talking or photographing and concentrate on the steps. Otherwise I'm going to slip and fall. Okay? Bye bye.
After the powder will be mixed together with lime, essential powder.
So we have come to this viewpoint apparently. So this is the view. So if it was not rainy, it would have been a real grand view, but we have to do with it. Okay, I'll try to do a photograph.
Hello, Pupuna.
It's a steep climb to reach the temple top, but it's all worth it. It's artistically, it's fantastic. Yes, fantastic.
That's a wrong pose to enjoy the
बीच में ठीक लगा हुआ है लेकिन yeah, this is the English version. So if you can't read the Myanmar language, read the English version, which is on the right.
okay, why not this one to my brother? Show
This is the original pillar inscription. The language is not the modern Myanmar language, but the ancient one, which most people cannot read.